All right, scholars, hello and welcome to our first official online review of how to create a thesis for English. Now, this is something you're familiar with in history. We create a thesis with every document-based question or DBQ that we create. Now, we're going to take those skills and, as promised, I'm going to show you how to use those skills in English. For this particular unit, we're focusing on Bud, not Buddy, and Bud's journey to finding his father. Now, along the way in this journey, we encounter Bud in certain situations, and in those situations, he has created rules for himself. And these rules are something you're going to be looking very closely at over the next few days. Last week, we started by looking at the rules, writing them in our own words, and this week, your goal is going to be to create a concise thesis statement proving if Bud's rules are made to help him survive or thrive. Remember, surviving is basically getting what you need and nothing more to keep you alive. It's not giving you any benefits, it's not making you stronger, it's not helping you grow to be a better human. It's basically just making sure that you are surviving and not dying. And then thriving is the opposite. Thriving is rules that are created and put in place to help you have a better life, to grow, to learn, and to share that knowledge with those around you. So keeping those two things in mind, we're going to go over and review what it means to write a thesis statement and how to do it. So the first thing I have for you is writing. Now, this is a meme I found about, what writing actually looks like. So we have this first picture here that says, this is what my friends think I'm doing. You're learning, you're inspired, you're just in the zone. What your mom might think you're doing, what you're writing, you're focused. What society thinks you're doing, you're just sitting there, enjoying your time, writing feverishly with that pencil, and no one can stop you. And then what your boss might think you're doing, which is me, your teacher, playing video games instead of writing. Now, I know you would never do those things. And then here, what you think you're doing, you're being a god, you're being amazing, you're writing, you're busting it out. And then what you're actually doing. And this is somewhere we all live at least once in the writing process of the frustration, the I'm not sure where to go from here, what do I write? And so my goal today is to make sure that we don't live too much here and we're really here and here. Okay, so this is what it could look like. This is what I want you to feel like. And just really understanding that writing can be fun. You just have to know how to do it and do it well. And that's my job, is to teach you. And on to more misconceptions and ways we feel. These are two photos that I saw, or memes, that kind of really I connected with when it comes to writing a thesis. Now, this is my fear when I was in college. Write good thesis, right? So this is an idea of, this is my inner thoughts of, I can't write a good thesis, right? Well, that's wrong. We all can write good thesis statements. We all can answer questions. You all can be successful. And that's my job, is to help you do that. So this, I'm hoping, will not be you. And this, I swear, will not be you either. Writing a thesis is really easy. We're going to show you that in 4 simple steps. So please don't be afraid for yourself to look like this, because I'm going to show you how to write a thesis in 4 easy steps to help you be successful this unit in college and in life. Because believe it or not, a thesis statement doesn't just come up in writing. That's the formal way, but you create thesis statements every day. When you try to convince your parents to eat hot Cheetos for breakfast, or when you convince your friends to, see a certain movie that you like, you're creating an argument and defending it with evidence. That's all a thesis statement is. So I'm going to show you the 4 ways that you can do this. The first step is to practice makes perfect. You might rewrite your thesis statement 5, 6, or 7 times to make sure that it's right. Okay, so like she's saying here, stop trying to write your thesis in 1 try. It's not going to happen. I can guarantee you could sit there and rework your thesis to make sure that it answers the question. Now, some of you are very good at this, but none of us in this room, myself included, are perfect. Okay, so we're never perfect. We have to practice to make that perfect, okay? The next step, so again, step 1, practice makes perfect. Step 2, Understand your topic or your question. In this case, our question is, does Bud use his rules to thrive or survive? Without understanding that question, if you don't know what question you're answering, you cannot write a thesis statement that's correct. Because the thesis, or the first half of a thesis, your claim, is the answer to that question. So again, the claim is the answer to the question. As Yoda says, one must write thesis so essay prompt can be answered. That is the truest statement I've heard Yoda speak, so of course I'm going to share that knowledge with you. So again, step 2, understand your topic. Step 3, find evidence that supports your claim. We have already started doing this in our class where we see in the rules in the text and we have to find rules that support our claim. So once you've answered that question, are Bud's rules used to thrive or to help him survive? Then you can find your evidence. So as the Hulk says, you better have evidence to support your claim. If you submit a claim with no evidence, how am I supposed to believe that, right? Just like if you want to tell your friends this is the best movie on the planet, if you don't have examples and evidence for that, they're not going to believe you. They're going to be like, nah, I'm good, I'm cool, I'm not going to go see it. So it's the same idea in our writing. Find evidence to support your claim. We've talked about this for months and months, and you guys are actually very good at this. So again, remembering evidence to support the answer to your question, also known as your claim. I really do not want to be this meme here sitting there reading your essay, waiting for you to provide evidence to support your claim. Okay, this would be me at the end of your paper. Please get it together and support it with evidence. And then this one right here is going to be the one I want to focus on the most today. We're going to be talking about this in direct instruction. Is step 4. The hardest part of creating a thesis statement is creating reasons from evidence that you found to support your claim. So you have an answer, say your claim is Bud uses his rules to survive. Now, if you're using that claim, you need to take the evidence that you found and put it into concise, simple, very straightforward words that touch upon the overall idea of that rule. And that's something we're going to go over in direct instruction today. So again, we're taking that evidence that we have and putting it into 1 to 2 words, or almost like a theme. So, like a theme topic. We've studied theme. You guys know that theme statements start from topics. So we're going to take that and use that to create your thesis statement. So please make sure that you're reviewing these 4 steps. If you're an independent station and you have some extra time, definitely review this video. It'll help you to build that thesis statement in direct instruction. So let's review. Practice makes perfect. Understand your topic or question. Find evidence to support your claim, or the Hulk is going to come find you. And 4, creating reasons from your evidence to support that claim statement. Again, if you have questions, I'm here. We're going to review this. You're going to be experts by the end of this week, and I hope you have an excellent time writing. Enjoy!